We know every heart by heart. And oh, what heights we'll hit. All right, now march around the living room like you used to as a kid. I know you did. I know I did. What heights we'll hit. On with the show. This is it. Yes, on with the show. It's Amber Live 6, my 6th week of doing this. And thank you very much. But tonight's very special because the show is two Craigs and a drag queen. Yes. First, we'll have Craig Mitchell, DJ extraordinaire Craig Mitchell. And later on, we'll have Craig Stevens. He's going to be making us a drink. I wonder if he delivers. We'll see. But that's what we have lined up for tonight, as well as a song. I'm going to sing a song, and it's going to be a sing-along. You'll be able to sing along with me. We'll have the words on the screen, just like karaoke. It'll be a lot of fun. And we have a game to play with our two guests. And then let's see what is your questions. If you have any questions for Amber, I want you to let me know. So you just write them in the comments section and I'll try to get to them later on. All right. Or if you are feeling gutsy or if you have something to say in person, just contact Amber LeMay, Amber LeMay live at gmail.com. And my producer might get in touch with you to put you on air with me. It's amazing what's going on these days, isn't it? I think this crisis is just making us be more and more creative. Yes. And have you noticed any technical differences this week? Yeah, get a little more high tech. Whoa! Very, very exciting. Well, I do want to thank all of you who are watching so far because there's a lot out there to do, especially tonight, especially for the gays, If there's any gays watching, I'm surprised because, number one, the Broadway people are doing the Stephen Sondheim's 90th birthday celebration. Yeah, he's still alive. And they're getting together, and that's somewhere on the webs, but you can see it later. Yeah, you don't have to watch it tonight. And then on another channel, the GLAAD, GLAAD, and that's how they're known. It's just GLAAD. Now, it used to be the Gay and Lesbian Alliance Against Defamation, but now they don't go by that because I guess they don't include enough letters. So it's just GLAAD. But they're having a special show called Together in Pride, You Are Not Alone. And if you're with Amber, you're never alone. But this show, it has some really big stars like Billy Eichner and Rosie O'Donnell. She's got to be there. And Billy Porter, Melissa Etheridge for all you lesbians. And Kathy Griffin. What's she been up to? Since she did that thing with Trump's head, she hasn't been out lately, but she should. I like Kathy Griffin. She came to Burlington, maybe 5-6 years ago, and Lucy Bell and I went to see her at the Flint Theater, and I was so impressed with her because her first 20 minutes was nothing but Burlington stuff. She had gotten online, she had read all about Burlington, and she was making fun and jokes, but also thanked us a lot for what we do in Burlington. So I was very happy to see that. But I like Kathy Griffin. I'd like to see her do more stuff. But she's on it. The Buddha judges, yes, Peter and how soon we forget his husband's name. He's a teacher. That's all I remember. But Pete, it'd be nice to see Pete. And they got Barbara. Barbara Streisand's going to be there too. But again, that's going to be available all over the internets for the next millennium. So you're in a good place right here watching Amber Live. And I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you so much. So if you haven't noticed, this week, I'm streaming not only on the Facebook, but on YouTube. Yes, I don't know. It just happens. All right. So you can watch me on YouTube, or you can watch past shows on YouTube as well. So it's House of LeMay, all one word, House of LeMay. And you go on YouTube and you Google or search that, and this show will pop up and some past episodes as well. So do that too. So Facebook, YouTube, become Amber's friend if you haven't already, because I like friends. You can never have enough friends, huh? It's just friends are like vodka. You can never have enough. That's what I'm saying. So I was curious, Have you gotten your stimulus check yet? I I haven't, and I'm a little upset with it. But I do it the old-fashioned way. I wait for the check, okay? But I hear the checks are being held up because someone wanted to have his signature on all the checks, so that took extra time to get the checks out. Excuse me? And then this is what I heard today. If you got direct deposit, you're going to get a letter from him saying, hey, that was me who sent you that money. I authorized that. Don't you love me? Yeah, he's sending out those checks or he's sending out those letters using the United States Postal Service that he wants to close down. Yes, isn't that fun? If you haven't watched the news today, oh my gosh, he was a wacko day today. Yeah, first, what did he say? He said that people who know history and who know him know that he's the hardest working president ever. Ever. Yes, worked harder than George Washington, worked harder than Abraham Lincoln, FDR. They did nothing. They were lazy asses. But nope, he's a hard-working president. Yes, ask him. He'll tell you. And then he had a meeting or a phone Zoom thing with the Catholic higher-ups, and he told them he's the best president that's ever been for the church. Yeah. Not John Kennedy. No. Not Barack Obama, who sang Amazing Grace. No, no. It's the Trumpster. Yes, he's the best friend the churches have ever had. Oh, God, if I knew how to cross myself, I'd do it, but I don't. So you just hang in there, all right? Let's see. Okay. Let's see. He sent those letters to everybody. I thought I was special. No, no. He sent them to all of his porn stars. Maybe you're one of his porn star friends. I don't know. Yeah. So I'm very excited. Yes. Have you saw? So yes. Let's see. Did I cover everything about him that I wanted to cover? But today he just tweeted and tweeted and tweeted and tweeted. I thought, oh my gosh, doesn't he have anything better to do? Shouldn't he be working instead of tweeting if he's the hardest working president ever? Or if he's the best thing for the church, shouldn't he have been a church? Yeah, well, but the roof might have fallen in on that. I think we need more vodka before we go on. So now I would like. Oh, yes. Let's play that drinking game. Every time I take a sip, you take a sip, because as my dear sister Mark Reed always said, the more you drink, the better we look, and we appreciate that. Yes. Someone commented about, do I have heavy eyeliner on? No, these are my guy focals. Yeah, I've got them on. These are not prescription. These are, and I know I've got to get these as soon as I get my stimulus check. I might get prescriptions one of these, but I don't yet. So I'll just go with my guy focals. All right. So I'm thinking now I'd like to bring out my first guest of the evening. Now, if you've ever been dancing in Vermont or the whole New England area over the past 25 years, chances are you've heard the music played by this wonderful, wonderful human being, and that'd be Craig Mitchell. Craig, hello there.
Hello, how are you?
I'm well. I'm well. So good to see you in person, not in person, but to have interaction with you.
This is so cool. Like you were talking about technology. This is like I'm learning so much these days. And I'm trying to figure out my best angle.
Oh, sir, any angle is good for you. That's for sure.
Thank you.
So how are you doing? You are one of the most personable people, one of the most outgoing and humanistic people. You're always caring for people. How are you handling being isolated?
To be quite honest, I live by myself in an apartment where the windows are frosted, and I'm kind of used to being isolated. So being an introvert, I'm good with that part. I do miss DJing for people where I can see them and feel their energy. I miss the safety of my DJ booths and feeling the heat and all that stuff. I do miss that. But I've been enjoying taking walks with friends and
wearing a mask.
Wearing a mask, of course. Yeah. Of course. So going outside with friends, distancing, wearing masks, and they bring their dogs, which it's something that has a heartbeat I can touch. So that's very nice.
Very nice. So before this started, you were working, it seemed like every night or day of the week doing something. Can you relate some of those?
Yes, I was doing probably 5-6 nights a week, DJing all over town, from Red Square to RJ's to Waterworks to Finnegan's. I mean, you name it, I was doing it. Plus my band and my solo project, and I was back and forth to Puerto Rico working on a new album, which got halted. And at some point, I wish I could share the whole story of who's involved with that record. But when it does come out, everyone's going to be very excited. This person took some years off to not be in the public eye, and they chose me to be the vocalist for this project. So it's very exciting.
God. How exciting. Yeah, I know all the places you played, and you walk in the room, you hear good music. Oh, Craig must be here tonight. So that
well, I got to be, one of the last things I did was playing drag ball, which thank you so much for letting me come back and do that after 8 million years.
Yeah. Oh, the excitement of being up there in the perch, or the whatever they call it up there, looking out over the whole the higher ground. That's just really exciting.
That was amazing. And thank you so much for asking me to sing with Yolanda. That was amazing.
Yolanda was a guest last week, and it was just wonderful. Well, Burlington is a special, special place that for some reason, creative, good, nice people gather here, and I'm just fortunate enough to know a few of them. Why they
right back to
you. I don't know.
Well, right back to you. You are one of those special people that's a beacon of light here, and especially right now. I mean, especially with the LGBTQ community, like we need you.
So what are you doing now to fill your time? Because I see your feed that you're playing here, playing this, going to church, and.
Well, I'm besides being an introvert, I'm also like ADHD, so I need stuff to do all day long. So I am very lucky that I do on Friday nights an event for folks who are recovering addicts. So they on Friday and Saturday nights would go out and dance with each other, and so I get to do a dance party for them online. On Saturdays, I do a party for kids that I also shout out all the essential workers, and then for Glam Vermont and Pride Vermont on Saturday nights, I do a party called Quarantined, which is fun. But Sunday mornings, I'm not a religious person. It's not really for me to say what my religious beliefs are and what my beliefs are in general, but I know folks are missing their church homes and their church families, and I'm all about making sure that everyone's happy. So every Sunday morning, from the confines of my kitchen, I do 2 hours of Gospel House every single Sunday morning, and so many people write in and they say thank you and bless you, and they get to go to church every Sunday. So that makes me feel really good.
Oh, how cool. I know Lucy Bell has been on us for years that we should do a gospel brunch sometime. So let's put that on the list of things to do once we can get out and do stuff. So tell us about this address, this Beatport. What's that about?
So Beatport is it's a dance music downloading service. So it's sort of like an iTunes for dance music. And I've released tons of records on there for years. So if you want to find my catalog, you can look up DJ Craig Mitchell or look up Craig Mitchell or Oliver Twisted. And I'm working on lots of other new music with some artists from around the world that some may know, some may not know. I can't say some of the names, but I will say Soul Pasada is one of them. And this guy, Will Monotone, and Sound Groove Records. And so those are coming, but also some other bigger stuff that's coming because I have time.
Yep. So this past week was a big week for Prince fans. Okay. And I know of no bigger Prince fan than you. So talk to us about that, if you could, please.
So yeah, they on Tuesday, they I'm getting misty. Anyway, they showed the Prince tribute that they recorded in January, just before the Grammys, featuring all these incredible artists, from John Legend to this woman, Her, who was amazing, and Mavis Staples. And they did 2 hours of Prince tributes with Prince's Revolution, the original backing band, doing all the music behind it. And they replayed it last night. And literally Tuesday night, which is the night that they found him in the elevator, by the way, in Paisley Park in Minneapolis. I was on my phone and on my computer texting with friends and writing with friends, and it was like we were all in the same room together sharing this moment. But I cried from 8:01 until about 10:01, and then kept crying afterwards. It was very special, and to know that this guy that I was 7 years old when his first record came out. I mean, he saved my life in a lot of ways. I was this kid who wasn't black enough, who didn't realize I was gay, but knew I was different. And everyone told me I was this gay kid, and I got beaten up and chased home and all this stuff. And then I went to see this guy on my grandmother's suggestion. She bought me a ticket for Christmas one year because she heard the song Controversy and thought the prince was saying, count your blessings. She goes, oh, Craig found Jesus. Craig found Jesus. And then he rode on stage naked on a white Arabian horse. So she's like, what have you got me into, Craig? But then all these people who beat me up and chased me home were praising this guy who was on stage in pantyhose and panties and makeup and high heels. And I went, you know what? I'm going to start doing that. So I grew my hair long. And by high school, I had makeup and I had long hair and I had pants with my ass out and the whole deal. And so in a lot of ways, musically, he saved my life. But there was something about it in 1978 when I heard that first album. This guy gets me and I get him. And I don't know why.
So how long have you been performing his music?
Oh, my God. So this band, Purple, has been around for 10 years. Prior to that, it was Operation Prince, which became my second official band, which was Motor City. But so this band, I love these guys so much and I miss them. We were supposed to do a show last week, which was just before my birthday, which my 49th birthday was Monday. And we've rescheduled for September. 420. I know. Don't even, girl.
I celebrated your birthday.
Oh, God. Anyway, we're not going to go there. There's family watching. I don't care. Anyway, 420 was fabulous, I think.
So you have more music coming up when this is over. You sounds like you're going to have a lot of projects happening. Yeah,
things are going well. Again, as far as music, I have time to work on projects, and I've taken a long time off from DJing. And February 14th was my 30th anniversary of being in the DJ booth. So this year was really important to me, which was kind of also part of the Puerto Rico thing. Was I'm going to work on lots of new music and get lots of stuff out there to celebrate this year and go on tour again as a DJ. And then we're going to debut this new band project. And we'll see. There may be something in September if we're allowed to debut it. And I wish I could say what it is. Maybe
you'll come back. You'll come back and tell me.
Yeah, maybe. Well, it may have something to do with Grace Potter, but I don't know. Anyway, moving right along.
On the waterfront. Ooh.
Maybe.
Well, how nice.
But you didn't hear from me.
No. So, celebrating 30 years of being a DJ. Where was your first gig?
My first paid gig was at St. Michael's College. It was Valentine's Day. The DJ canceled. I was a student there. I worked in the student activities office, and there were not that many DJs around town. So finally, after everyone was booked, I said, you know what? I could do it. They went, wait a minute, what? I'm like, yeah, I have records and turntables in my room. Like, then go get them. You're our DJ for the night. And next thing you know, I was doing 6 nights a week, DJing around town. And Pearls was one of my first big gigs because a friend of mine snuck me in on Halloween, and I freaked out and ran and hid in the car. But then I wrote a letter to Eddie, the owner at the time. And I said, Eddie, you would think in a college town you have at least one night a week for us young folks. So can you please, I will DJ it for free. So we started the underage night on Wednesdays, and eventually it turned to me DJing on the weekends. So that was my first official, besides the college gig, my first official paid gig was in February at Pearls.
Wow. And I was probably there.
Probably. I think you were.
Who's that hot young man?
All right. I'm blushing. Anyway.
Well, Craig, thank you so much. Oh, you get to ask me a question now.
Yes, please. So what are you doing during this whole thing that's keeping you excited and life going?
Well, this has helped, I tell you, because, you know, it's easy for me to just sit on the couch watching Mama's Family reruns and eating Cheetos. Okay, I could be happy with that. But I said, no, I've got to do something creative. I've got to learn something new. So I decided to do this. And this is my 6th week. I've come in those 6 weeks. I've done a lot of changes that learned some new technology. And but it's amazing, you know, and I think we will look back on this time as why it happened and who's to blame and all this. We can all do that. But I think it's challenged a lot of us in many different ways, and a lot of good things are going to come from it too. So,
Yeah, and you're a real gift to what's happening for us here locally. And like last week's show with Brian and with Yolanda, I mean, just very special. And I appreciate you so much. So thank you
well,
for having me. It's an
thank you.
honor.
Well, you're going to come back. We've got a little
Okay.
game to play later on.
I'm supposed to
So
take my shirt off for that, right? Is that what's going on?
I said you didn't have to
I
leave
will
your
keep
coat
it
on.
above. I will keep it above, like just below the nipple, because I've been eating a lot.
I can't wait to see it. All right.
Okay.
We'll be right back with you. Thank you, Craig. Craig Mitchell, everybody. Hey, everybody clap. Yay. Oh my gosh, 30 years. I didn't realize I was 30 years old, but it's been 30 years. Oh, what a nice person. If you've never had an opportunity to just meet him in person, his warmth just radiates off of him. It is just so cool. So he said he was 50 years old on Monday. Do you know whose birthday it is today? Do you really? It is our First Lady. Yes, she's 50 years old today. Isn't that something? How exciting it must be for her. Just to have the thrill of being in the White House, being married to the president. Wouldn't just that be exciting for a person? Wait a second. I really don't care. Do you? What the hell? How, for one thing, during the campaign, people were questioning about how she got a Einstein visa to become a citizen. And then the candidate Trump said, well, next week we're going to come out and show you all the papers. Well, 3-4 years later, we still haven't seen all the papers on how she became a Einstein citizen. And that's basically for people who are scientists, are doctors, are important people, not people who are strippers or hookers or that nature. But she got an Einstein. How did that happen? I really don't know. So that really bothers me, and why she doesn't speak up, And now I know I should be best. Isn't that, Nancy Reagan at least said, don't do drugs, just say no. That made sense. Okay, not that I agreed with it, but it made sense. Be best? No, that's not our language. We don't speak that way. Oh no. Maybe I need more vodka. Maybe that would help. So do we have any questions here? I'm looking to see if I have any questions. Let's see. Hi there. Let's take a drink. Well, you know why they created turtlenecks, right? Yes. Oh, yeah, I agree. She does look older than 50. Let's see. Yes, I am. Oh, so any other questions you would like to have? Talk your comments about what's going on in today's world. It was a dreary day here, wasn't it? That's kind of got me down, but hopefully the sun will come out. Yesterday was a beautiful day here in Burlington. Yeah. I'm not in the hot damn trailer park. No, I was able to escape there before the quarantine, and so yeah, I escaped to Burlington, and I'm hiding out in Bob's basement. Yeah, so I set up a studio down here. So, but in Burlington, it was beautiful yesterday, but today not so much. No, it wasn't. Yep. And thank you for the Krylon there. Is that what it's called? Krylon. Yeah. Friday is May 1st, which is officially LeMay Day. Yes. And so you can send all cards and gift cards and all monetary gifts to Amber LeMay. That would be great to celebrate LeMay Day, because we celebrate everything LeMay, everything glittery, everything sparkly. That's what we celebrate on LeMay Day. So very happy about that. Well, some people are asking me about what I'm doing during the quarantine and how am I taking care of myself. Well, let's see. Well, I do. The president's, it's like he's like a clock. He's sometimes right twice a day, and I found that this is very, very refreshing. And it's improved whitening too. See that? Improved whitening. That's why my teeth look so good. Yes. So thank you, Mr. Trump, for giving me a new cocktail suggestion. We can all We can all learn something every now and then, don't you think? Uh, a LeMay tree. I like that. You're going to put up a LeMay tree. Maybe I could come and visit in the middle of the night. Wouldn't that be fun? A LeMay Eve party. That would be fun too, as well. Just make sure you put out your fine china, Doug. All right, we want to make sure that's out there for your LeMay celebration. So, as I said earlier, this is it's a two Craigs and a drag queen. So that means I have to have another Craig to be a guest, and so I'm very happy to have on as my next guest Craig Stevens. He's another one I've known for 25 almost years, and he has a new profession, and it's bartending. Or he owns a distillery, and he's going to make us a drink. Which I think being a bartender is more important than owning a distillery, if you know what I'm saying. I like the firsthand experience. So I'd like to say hello there, Craig Stevens.
Hey.
Hey. You've got your Wild Heart shirt on, Wild Heart Distillery.
I'm very branded. I agree with you. The bartenders rule. Without them, we wouldn't be anything.
So tell us, why did you get into the distillery business?
Oh, wow. The first was you have to hate your first job. So,
and what was that?
I did consulting and healthcare for a long time. You know, it was good job in Vermont. Worked a lot on national projects, but too intense. And, you know, you're always working for somebody else in terms of making their dream come true, making their money, whatnot. And yeah, I love making things. And so distilleries were up and coming, and it's something that I can make. You know, it's not a report that I have to put on a shelf. I actually, you know, hold the bottle in my hand. I finished making this actually yesterday.
So why did you pick gin and rum?
Yeah, good question. So things like bourbon are super hot in terms of in the market. But bourbon is going to take you about 3 years to make. So that means you basically have to take your money, put it in a barrel, and leave it there for 3 years. So for me to start a bourbon program, it was going to be like $150,000, which I don't exactly have. Versus gin, it can go right to the market quick. You can be innovative with it. You know, we've done a American dry style gin. We've done a maple. We did a blood orange gin. We're coming out next week with a pear ginger gin. So the clear spirits can go pretty quick. The rum does age a little bit. This one, I'll have to take a look. It's 4 to 6 months on a light rum. But we actually did a chai spiced rum, and we're going to do a recipe with that today. So they're a little bit quicker to go to market because, you know, I'm a new business. You got to make that money. You can't be putting it on the shelf and waiting for retirement.
So that's so. Where can we get your stuff?
So pretty much all of our products are in the liquor stores. I mentioned we have 3 new products that I've been working on for a while. They're going to be coming out during the pandemic. So I don't know, maybe there should be some big pandemic party. The chai spiced rum is going to be available only home delivery right now I'm doing, which has been really exciting, making a lot of people very happy showing up at the doorsteps. And I'm sure that you can relate with that, Amber.
Yes.
I'm coming out with a limoncello, which is just super fun, a boozy version. So like 90 proof instead of 50 or 60. So great for margaritas as well as your, you know, aperitif after dinner.
Yeah.
And then the pear ginger will actually be available in the liquor stores probably in another 4 to 8 weeks. But all of them are available home delivery. If you go to our website, go to the top where there's a tab that says purchase, and it'll take you right to the form. We haven't added the rum to it yet, but you can always do a write-in. So
is delivering liquor, is that new? Is that something that just happened because of this?
Yeah, exactly. So it was probably the very end of March, beginning of April, and we tried to do a quick turnaround. The governor put forth an executive order that allowed us to we could do curbside. Liquor stores can deliver as well if folks don't actually know that. But yeah, I've been going all over Addison, Chittenden, Washington County, dropping it at folks' doorsteps, bringing tonic, lime, sangria kits, ginger beer, all kinds of fun stuff out to folks.
So how do you check your ID? How does that
Well,
happen?
most people I can tell that they're over 21 when we're going out to, some of the areas. We're supposed to take an actual signature, but in all honesty, I'm not having them touch my phone at this time.
Yeah.
So it's definitely touch-free, signature-free.
So how do you see the liquor industry business changing after all this?
Well, interesting. We'll see where things go. So when the pandemic first hit and everyone started doing their hoarding, the data from the Department of Liquor Control showed a 14% increase in March in liquor, but people were focused on quantity over quality. So handles were big, craft was not. So everyone was definitely in that. Yeah, that's right. Your handle of Clorox. Everyone was in that panic mode of, I need to make sure I've got what I need. I'm buying a large amount of it, and it's going to be inexpensive. So we'll see where things shake out afterwards. I think one of the questions I've got is, and a lot of small businesses and what's been happening with the payment protection program and the emergency fund. I think I'm concerned that some of our small distilleries won't make it. It's really tough to get through the market when my sales are, probably 30% of what they were, even with the home delivery sales. And just to give an idea for folks, we were able to get $1,000 as part of the all of the CARES Act. And that doesn't even pay for a third of our rent, never mind the expenses. So it's going to be tough, but retail all over the place. Our friends on Church Street, our friends, all over in the retail stores are really.
What do you mean your friends on Church Street? What's that?
Oh, well, actually, of course, right before the pandemic, we were working on a new concept store with Warner Supply. They're a men's clothing store on Church Street.
Yes, yeah.
Oh, yeah, catty corner to Lunig's on that block. Yeah. And we were embedding the distillery tasting room in with Warner Supply. So we were doing a very conceptual store. We were doing, kind of a sensory approach of, we had all of our recipes where you can see them. We have Allison the Magician, who does all of the cocktail sprays. You could actually smell the cocktail sprays. We had some fantastic sprays from them, bitters, mixers. Yeah, you can do, they do body sprays as well. The chocolate cake would be good for you. That one.
Is it low cal?
Oh yeah, 0 cal on the chocolate cake. And then glassware and mixers, and of course, our logo T-shirts and some barware. All mixed in, but that's been put off for a little bit, and our Church Street friends are worried. So anywhere where you can, restaurants, take out cocktails, buying online, support local. Don't forget to tip. If you are doing takeout, make sure you're still tipping, and tip heavy. If you can, tip heavy.
Yes. Oh, that's so good. So you have a recipe you're going to teach tonight.
So this is a riff off of a riff of a mint julep. So this could be substituted. I'm doing our chai spiced rum. You could also use bourbon in substitute for it. So our chai spiced rum, it's got, cardamom, cinnamon, black pepper, ginger. It's got some nutmeg, and then the secret ingredients, or the special ingredients, really are saffron and Assam tea. So it's incredibly delicious. I like it just as a rum and coke, but that's my slutty drink. So this one is going to include some mint sprigs. I know you can't see it because it says use 4 mint sprigs. No one ever tells you how to measure mint sprigs. I used 4 to 6 leaves. Do it to taste. You're going to use 1/4 of a lemon. So let's pull this together right now. And you're going to need some simple syrup. Oh, thank you. You're so prepared. I'm so impressed at your technology. So let's take 1/4 of a lemon. I can handle measuring that. And you're going to want to cut that 1/4 into smaller pieces so that you can mash it or muddle it really easily. So here we go. You need a cocktail shaker, obviously. So I've got my lemon in here, 1/4 chopped up. I've got my 4 sprigs of mint, and then you're going to smash it, hence the chai spiced rum smash or muddle it.
Smash.
Now, I understand that the Hot Dam Trailer Park, the Beaver Pond girls, they tend to use mint quite a bit for freshening as well. you speak to that a little bit?
Multi-purpose, yes. Mint is multi-purpose.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely goes well in the menthol cigarettes.
Roll your own.
We'll smash this up really well. Then we're going to take 1 ounce of simple syrup. It's just that, it's simple. I took a 1/4 cup of water.
So your simple syrup, do you make your own simple syrup?
I do. And I don't heat it. I don't microwave it. Hot water from the tap, equal amounts of sugar. And I shook it. That was it. I did it earlier today.
Just sugar, plain sugar?
Just plain sugar. If you do it on the stove and heat it up, it'll stay longer in the refrigerator. It will stay a month, 6 weeks, 2 months. I didn't really care about it. I'm going to drink all of this tonight. So 1 ounce of the simple syrup. And then we've got 2 ounces of the chai rum. A little extra. That one's for you, Amber.
So the chai rum, you came up with that recipe yourself?
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of different recipes online for chai tea. No one has done a chai rum. So you just, a lot of trial and error, a lot of drinking rum, a lot of drinking really bad rum. But eventually, yeah, landed on something good. I started with a traditional spice, like a Captain Morgan's traditional spice. And it was good, but the chai was just like the saffron and the Assam tea just like killed it. So, okay, so we've got our smashed up lemon, we've got our smashed up mint, we've got 2 ounces of rum, 1 ounce of simple syrup. We're gonna add a bunch of ice to it. You're gonna shake it, 20 shakes, 30 seconds. It's gotta be cold. And then just pour it over ice in a rocks glass. Oh, I can see parts of the mint coming out. It looks so good. I wish you were here to ching ching with me here.
I do too. It'd be better than this rocks.
There we go. That's good. Very good.
Well, how refreshing. Now, is this available in bars as well?
A lot of the bars are carrying our other products. This is new, literally. I think this is legal. My 16-year-old son and I bottled 35 cases of it yesterday. So this is the first batch going out. We have a small batch of this. So until we basically sell this and make another batch, it won't be in the liquor stores. So it'll be just available through me, home delivery. When we reopen, it'll be available Church Street Marketplace at the tasting room. And but yeah, have me out to your house. Have me deliver. It's free delivery, no minimum. I bring mixers. Bring some Coke with this.
Coca-Cola.
Sorry. Yes, absolutely.
All righty. Well, there's you can contact them at Wild Heart Distillery. Right there. We'll put the website back on there. And so that, yep, right there it is. And that is just great. All right. So thank you. Oh, Craig, you can ask me a question.
Oh, wow. Okay. That's right. All right. Two-part question. How do you feel about the 5-second rule? And what was the longest time where something sat on the floor before you put it in your mouth?
Are we talking human or 5-second rule? If it's my house, it's my dirt. I don't mind that at all. And I found some things under my couch that, it's still good.
You at least smelled it, right? Yeah. Smelled it and then find it tastes good.
Well, now I'm going to invite back Craig Mitchell because it is 2 Craigs and a drag queen. So we got to get us there together. And so there's Craig.
Hello.
Hi, Craig.
Hello. There we go.
Cheers.
Oh. Can you bottom that, Craig Stevens?
Whoa, boy. Oh, my goodness. How'd you know?
I've known you a long time.
Okay. Anyway.
So having the two Craigs here, we're going to play a special game that I created called Let's Play Craigslist. So first off, remember when Craigslist used to have this one category? I think men looking for men or something like that. I think that's what it was called. Did either of you ever happen to click on that?
Oh, yes.
I just looked at the pictures. I was a stalker. That's it.
Yeah, a lurker. You're a lurker.
A lurker. I hung out in the trees and just looked through windows. That's it.
Well, I'll tell you, you know where I live. And that's why I haven't seen you probably.
Oh, I know where you live too.
Okay. All right. So I'm going to ask some questions about people named Craig.
Uh-oh.
Yes, there's more than just you two. Okay. So you can just shout out if you know how well do you know your name? All right. Actually, did you know Craig is a Scottish name? It has Scottish ancestry.
Really?
Yeah.
No, I didn't know that.
It does. So, who is the Scottish American television host, comedian, author, and actor who I first saw when he appeared on the Drew Carey show? And he's appeared in Burlington.
Craig Ferguson.
Craig Ferguson it is. One for Mr. Mitchell. One for Mr. Mitchell. All right, now.
On this. Can we go back
You
to
know, it's too bad one of you isn't a lesbian because they would get this one. American professional golfer who has won many PGA tournaments, including the 1982 Masters. Craig Stadler's his name. I didn't know it either. I just going through it. Just Googled. Okay, here's another one. An American comedian, sports announcer, actor, television host, and former host of the Late Late Show.
Craig,
He might have go ahead.
is that Craig Ferguson again?
No.
No.
I think he was the first host of the Daily Show as well.
Craig. Ah!
Starts with a K.
Kinnear. No, that's Greg.
That's Greg. Yeah. Oh, I know Greg. How many times do you guys get confused? Is your name Greg or Craig? It's Greg Kilborn.
Oh, yes.
Yes. All right. So this is an American actor best known as Hayden Fox on the sitcom Coach.
I know the person that you're thinking of. I can name the movies he's in.
Has a middle initial T.
Craig T.
Craig T. Nelson.
Yeah. Oh my God. I'm so embarrassed.
I'm putting you on the spot. That's fine. All right. This English actor who took over the role of James Bond in 2006.
Craig. Oh God, he's my favorite James Bond too. Craig, not Daniels. Daniel Craig.
Alcohol. Okay.
Daniel Craig.
David Craig. Daniel
Daniel.
Craig. It is Daniel, isn't it? I have David up there. I don't know why, but yeah. All right. The last question. All right. This is an American-born pianist who has been the accompanist for the House of LeMay for the past 25 years.
Craig Hilliard.
Yeah.
You got it. You got this one.
All right. So thank you very much for playing, not only for playing Let's Play Craigslist, but for being my guest tonight. Both of you, I just love what you do. You're both such nice human beings. So I appreciate that. Thank you so much.
And congrats, Craig, on your distillery.
Yes.
Cheers.
Call him up.
I'll be calling you soon. I want some chai rum.
Cheers.
Home
Cheers.
delivery.
All right.
All right. Thank you, guys. Have a good evening.
You too.
Good
Thank
night.
you.
Yes.
Bye-bye.
Oops. Not going yet. How do we get rid of them? There we are. Oh, what's that fun? Good guys. Oh my good. It was Daniel, not David Craig. Oh, geez. So let's see. That was that. So now I'm going to sing a song. I don't know how my technical aspects can go with this, but okay, I'm going to try. I got to get my orchestra tuned up. Okay, make sure they're all set. How you doing over here, folks? Okay. La 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 la. Got to warm up. You know how it goes. It's been the pipes. Got to clear out the pipes. All right, here we go. And you're going to sing along the second verse, so pay attention, all right? When you can't go outside because 19 COVID, it's the virus. When you're out of your wine and you start to opine, it's the virus. Stay inside, rules abide, you can't hide, I'm in quarantine. Wear a mask, that's your task. Where's my flask? It's a bad movie scene. When there's no more ice cubes and no one feels your boobs, it's the virus. When you've munched down your chips, but you still have more dips, what the fuck? It's gone way too far when your new favorite star's Miley Cyrus. Excuse me, it's not me. I am out of TP. It's the virus. Whew. Yes, so you got the hint of it there. All right. So now I want you to start singing. Let's see. What I've got to go back a second, get the orchestra taken care of here. All right. Get them warmed up. It's union. They're all union. And so yeah, and we got the words up there so you can look over there so you know what to sing there. All right. So warm up, relax, look at the words so you know what you're saying. All right. And then we'll sing along. Okay. It's a nice virus song. How many virus songs have you sung recently? Oh, shit. Excuse me. When you can't go outside because 19 COVID, it's the virus. When you're out of your wine and you start to opine, it's the virus. Stay inside, rules abide, you can't hide, I'm in quarantine. Where's a mask? That's your task. Where's my flask? It's a bad movie scene. When there's no more ice cubes and no one feels your boobs, it's the virus. When you've munched down your chips, but you still have more dips, what the fuck? It's gone way too far when your new favorite star's Miley Cyrus. Excuse me, it's not me. I am out of TP. It's the virus. Oh, give yourselves a hand. That was great. Thank you. You sounded great. You really did. I really appreciate that. Oh, yes. Yeah, Lucy Bell, did you help write the song? Oh, she could have. That would have been fun. Randy Rainbow, I wish. Yeah, I wish I could have the technical knowledge of Randy Rainbow. But thank you. That is so. Did you see Randy Rainbow's Clorox song? That's what kind of gave me the inspiration for this. Because, all right. Do we have any questions here? Let's see. What's opine mean? You know, there's a thing on my computer called the Google. you know? And so when I don't want to appear stupid by asking a question that everyone else knows, I just silently Google things, you know? That's what I do. So I don't look stupid in public, you know, because I do that naturally enough. So just try the Google. Thank you. We appreciate that because we've heard you sing before, Randy. Yes. So I appreciate that. That's nice. All right. So do I have any questions? I haven't seen any questions. Do I have any secret guests that want to come on? I haven't seen that. Well, you know what's happening? What I this one, you know, I'm in popular demand now. I don't know what's happening. You know, people must be bored or something because they've been calling me up to do things. So so this Wednesday at 7 o'clock, I am going to be the host of Catch the Mania Trivia. It's based out of Key West, Florida, and right now they do it on Monday and Wednesday nights at 7 o'clock. And if you ever went to Nectar's or any of the trivia nights around town or in bars, it's very similar to that. There's 3 rounds, and they told me the rounds that I'm going to be doing are, let's see, the first one is multiple miscellaneous. So you really have to have a lot of knowledge about a lot of things. That's why you need a team. You need a team to confer, get a Zoom meeting going, and watch the Catch the Mania. It's a lot of fun. The second round is Academy Award winning musical numbers. Yeah, that's going to be challenging for you. You might know some of them, but there's some of them, is that really, what year was that? So try that. And then the last category is all about cats. So you cat people, you should be doing very well with that. But it's a lot of fun. They offer some prizes, but it's just nice. That's this Wednesday at 7 o'clock. I will be the hostess of Catch the Mania. So I'm really looking forward to that. So get online. It's something to do. Call up some friends, Zoom up some friends, say, let's watch this and let's have some fun. All right. So I want you to do that for me. Okay. Also, last week I offered, but haven't got anybody taken up on, let me come to your Zoom meetings, okay? Whether it be work related or your boring friends that say, "Oh, come on, we want you to come to a Zoom meeting," and you're going, "Oh God, I didn't like talking to you in person. Why would I want to talk to you in Zoom?" Invite me, okay? And just surprise them. Say, "Oh, I have a friend and I'll come there and I'll talk to them and I'll do a critique on their background. I'll ask them personal questions, make them feel very uncomfortable." All right, and then I'll leave. Okay, $30 for 30 minutes or $50 for an hour. Ha! Come on, your friends would love that, don't you? They say, "Oh, that was so much fun. Thank you." Of course, that's for people who still are getting a paycheck. I don't want to take any of your stimuli money away. I won't do that. But you're still getting a paycheck. Yeah, you can afford to pay me that money to do that. Come on, girls got to eat. Okay. Let's see. Any comments coming up? Oh. Let's see. Who's next week's guest? That's a secret. You're going to have to wait until I blast it out. So that's coming up, and it's going to be some good ones. I mean, but how could I beat last week's and this week's guests? Wasn't that fun? Just good people, just surviving the best that we can. And that's what we're here for. Thank you, John Martin, for illuminating what we are. Opine, hold and state as one's opinion. The man is a genius, he opined. And I wonder who was talking about who on that statement. Yeah. Thank you very much, John Martin. Another great DJ that's a part of my life that I really, really like. Let's see. Oh, wow. I see I've got some friends from Ohio on here. Hi. And from Memphis, Tennessee. That's cool. I see how got to see them. VJ, hey VJ, nice seeing you from Connecticut. Part of my winter rendezvous group. Oh God, they're a wild bunch. And Chrissy B's from Indiana. Yes, into Kentucky. What are you? Right down there at the southern end of Indiana. You know what happens in someone's southern end. Hey, Annie, happy hearts to you too. Nice seeing you. You have to come on and do some dancing. Do some dancing for me. Wonder Wendy. Oh my gosh, how nice! So good to see. And Florida, there's Larry. Hey, Larry, nice seeing you. I'm glad you're taking care of yourself. Very good, very good. I saw a picture of us the other day. It was, I think it was Lucy Bell's 40th birthday. So that had been 20 some years ago. Yeah. We looked a lot different. Yes, we did. All right. Just have a few more minutes here. I was hoping someone would say, hey, I want to get on air. I've got a question to ask. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. I should be, but I'm not. Yeah. Can you add 1 ounce of maple syrup instead of the simple syrup? I think we're talking about the Craig's rum smash drink. You know, I bet you can add maple syrup to anything. You know, instead of the simple syrup, I'd put some maple syrup in it. I've done that. Yeah, I've added some ginger and maple syrup to my vodka. That's fun. That's a fun treat. Yes, it is. Oh, I do want to give another shout out. I did it last week. I would like to give a shout out to the girls from Peggy's Plump and Proud in Beaver Pond. Okay. Peggy's Plump and Proud. Yes. Big clothes for girls with big attitudes. That's one of their shopping bags there. Peggy's Plump and Proud. Because what they've done is they haven't been able to sell items and the clothes have been going out of season. They've cut them up and made masks out of them for the health workers in Beaver Pond, mainly for the people who work at the Lady Zeno Gynecological Free Clinic. They give those masks because those people have to smell some things that aren't that nice. And so the mask helps protect them. So another shout out to the girls down at Peggy's Plump and Proud. That's big clothes for big girls with big attitudes. Yes, that's downtown Beaver Pond. So we're going to give a shout out to Peggy. Thank you, Peggy. You're a godsend. I really appreciate that. And they're still having their sale. Just have one more week where down at the Lady Zeno Gynecological Free Clinic, 3 generations get their eggs frozen for the price of 2. Yes, you go in there. Well, you go in one at a time, and they use this long 6-foot pole to extract them, but they'll freeze them 3 generations for the price of 2. Yeah, you know, we're all doing what we can. We donate what we can. So yes. Let's see, anything else coming down there? National Pretzel Day. I did not know it was National Pretzel Day. Damn, you know, I didn't eat the last crumbs out of my pretzel snack bag. Yeah, pretzel chip bag. That's what they're called. Yes, I do like those. So I did munch those, but I didn't know it was National Pretzel Day. You know, there should have been a parade of some sort. JP just finished a bag of pretzels. Well, you know, he's sly that way. You know, he's very modest, and he's not going to let you know what he's doing all the time. You know, that's the kind of guy he is. Okay, so this is week 6, wrapping up. Week 6, got to do it again next week. I want to. Lucy Bell, that's very funny. But I want to thank my guests, Craig Mitchell and Craig Stevens. Oh, how nice. Wasn't it great to see them? And get out there. And on Wednesday, make sure you watch Catch the Mania Trivia. That's great. Miss Richfield, she does bingo on Thursday and Sunday afternoons at 1:00. That's hysterical and fun to watch. And Dixie Longate, again, if you haven't watched Dixie Longate, she goes hello, and then she's off for 30 minutes, just nonstop talking. So do that. Well, thank you very much, everyone. Nice seeing you. Have a good week. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. And I'll see you next Sunday, or you'll see me, but I want to see you too. So thank you very much. Thank you to my dear producer in New York City. I really appreciate all that they do for me. Thank you. Mwah. Bye-bye.